Is it signed, sealed, delivered that Clay Holmes is the closer now, even when Chapman comes
Yeah,
back?
Yeah.
I don't know how you put Chapman in
I
the
don't know
ninth
how
inning
you
over
could.
Holmes. I mean,
They're
it's one
going
thing.
to the same reason they put Hicks and Gallo out there every night. They're gonna put him back out there. They're gonna give us like Chappie. He's been such an effective guy for us for so long, and then he's gonna blow like four more before that guy. Fuck. Like,
I think that if they're both on rest, like neither of them pitched the day before, and it's a one-run game in the ninth inning, that they will put Clay Holmes in first. If Clay Holmes pitched the day before, maybe they'll put Chapman out in the ninth. But
I mean, I mean, I'm not. I don't want to discount anything Clay Holmes has done so far because he's been incredible. But he didn't look amazing in his last time trying to close the game out. I mean, he walked. He walked like 2-3 people. He hit a guy
Hit-
like
he
hit
hit
two, walked
hit
one.
two and walked one.
he
Yeah.
hit Trout. He hit Trout. Walked another guy. Like he got out of it, right? And that's all great. But
See, like that though, that is Clay Holmes looking his worst and still getting it done. When you compare that to Chapman does that every single night and gets it done, like that'll happen once in a while. He's a human being. It'll happen. He's going against the meat of the order too. He's going against Trout and Ohtani. Like that'll happen no matter what, and he still was able to get out of it. That's awesome.
it's got to
in
be
my
a
mind.
nerve thing. He hasn't really closed games. Like this is
I mean,
just
Josh
a nerve
I don't
thing.
know if it's a
That-
nerve thing. I think it's just. I think he's a human. It'll happen.
Well-
But my most I'm most excited about that because he clearly didn't have his A stuff and he still was able to wiggle out of a save situation like that against one of the best three
Well,
people consecutively. I mean, not best lineups, but best three. He went through the heart of the order there. Mike Trout and Ohtani at least, and it was. I don't know.
He hit a guy. I think correct me if I'm wrong, and I might be. I'm just kind of trying to remember back, but he got two outs, and then the first hit by pitch, like it really wasn't even that bad of a pitch. It got away from him a little bit, and then it just, I believe it clipped an ankle or something. It was something. It really
skimmed his pants.
Yeah, like it was
Yeah.
barely hit by pitch, and then you got a runner on, hit a guy, and then maybe it got away from him a little bit, but he really did bring it back. And
Yeah.
Chapman, it's a little different. Like he'll legitimately just can't find the zone,
Yeah.
and he'll walk three guys. Like Clay Holmes, nobody hit him. Like it's not like there wasn't a hit in that inning, and whatever, but. Chapman, like I really wasn't worried about Holmes the way I've been worried about Chapman,
Exactly.
even when he's at his best.
Because
He was
Chapman
at
does
least
it every
making it-
time. Chapman does it every single time, and then the people that are like trying to defend Chapman will be like, "Well, he's still getting all the saves and all this and that," but like this is the first time Clay Holmes has ever done that, and he still got out of it. And like it's just, I'm not worried in the slightest about Clay Holmes. It's fine. He's gonna be. I'm more confident he's gonna err on the side of like the next 10 being just dominant Clay Holmes. For every 10 or for every however long 2 months of a season, if we get one of those, I'm perfectly fine with that being closer.
I mean, and it wasn't like when Chapman's off, which is like 60% of the time now, like he's missing by 10 feet. Clay Holmes was missing by like 2-3 inches.
Yeah.
And that's easy to do when you throw 100-mile-an-hour sinkers
Yeah,
that move
Chapman,
30 inches.
and
Chapman
Chapman is
fastballs.
the inverse of what we just saw Clay Holmes in terms of the ratio of good outings to bad outings. Like Clay Holmes will have one out of every like however many, like 15, that he'll have bad outings, or that he'll have.
He's had what 25 outings, and he's had
Yeah, Clay Holmes says
one.
yeah, and then
questionable
the
one, and
inverse
he
is
still didn't allow a
Chapman
run?
looking like shit for 24 outings, and then oh my god, look, dominant Chapman's back. Like that's not what we want in a closer. So, anyhow.
Chapman's going to be the eighth inning guy because also now I'm assuming Chapman's going to be back before Loizaga. He's certainly going to be back before Chad Green. So there's an eighth inning slot open.
Loizaga is
And-
coming back next week.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought he was a little longer. But either way, even if
Loizaga not going to get an eighth inning spot over
He-
Chapman
they-
just by the name. It just
Point is,
and
Chapman's
Loizaga
gonna
hasn't
take the
been
spot.
Awesome.
Chapman's going to take the spot that Chad Green would have had if he wasn't terrible / hurt. Like the ideal before the season innings that Chad Green was going to take is going to probably fall to Chapman.
No, I think it would have been Loizaga's before the season role would be the setup guy, not Chad Green.
Well,
Chad Green's not gonna
if Loizaga's coming back, wouldn't he still keep that
But
role?
if you're saying the preseason role that of the eighth inning guy was going to be Loizaga, so that would be now what I would figure Chapman would be doing.
Loizaga struggled even before he got hurt, so I think Chapman's going to have that eighth inning. But
Yeah, we're
I
talking
know
about the
what you're
same
saying.
inning, but
no,
I'm saying
I know,
who
no, I know
it
what you're
would have
saying.
been. Because
know what you're
preseason, if
saying.
you're asking Chandler what Chad Green's role is, Chandler, is he sniffing the eighth preseason for you?
Chad Green?
Yeah, that's what Murph was
Maybe,
saying.
maybe on like a little league all-star team. And
Exactly,
Not
so.
like, but
I'm not saying you're wrong about that, but he was supposed to be the high leverage guy before the season.
Ish.
Objectively.
So Chapman, I will say this: it's going to go one of two ways when he does get demoted. Inevitably, he's either going to
He's not gonna
implode.
get demoted.
No,
Not
demoted to
the
the
minor
eighth inning.
leagues,
He's saying.
dickhead. To the
Oh,
eighth inning.
okay, all right. Clown.
I know they're not going to cut him. I'm just so.
Well,
it's
people
gonna
are
go-
talking about cutting Joey Gallo, but he says he's got no options. So like
It
that's why
literally-
we need to clarify out here. When the team's this
Well,
good, I don't
I'm
know. People are
I'm
calling
not
for it.
fucking, like 63-year-old Jim on Twitter that's following 1,000 and has one follower. I'm not just like, yeah, DFA, fucking Anthony Rizzo. That's what needs to happen. He's 0 for his last 6. So no, I know that's not how that works. I'm just saying, whenever he gets moved down instead of demoted to the 8th inning role, he's either going to absolutely fucking implode and be useless, or I think he might find a new home and just absolutely dominate it. I don't know
Yeah, I
which
can
one,
see
but
both.
it's either one or the other.
I mean, it's not like it is a slight, but it's not really a slight. It's just Clay Holmes has been that good that it shouldn't be like embarrassing almost that he's not Chapman the closer anymore. You know, I mean, like he might take it that way, and I think that's what you're getting at is like, how do you handle a situation like that when you've been the closer for the last 15 years of your career or however long? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's going to handle it all that well. And for that reason, I think that's why they haven't done it, because for a guy who's been the closer for so long, it's like, how do you show up to the ballpark on days you're not the guy anymore? You literally lost a job that you've had for so fucking long. You've only been that guy. So it's going to be a very
better.
big adjustment period, but I know be better is one thing. I'm just saying how he's going to react to it is he clearly can't be better, and he won't be better enough to be.
I mean, he was told that
closer.
I'm pretty sure in a press conference, someone asked him about that. Obviously, like, what are you gonna say in this situation? You're not gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm cool with it. Like, he was just like, I'm open to like splitting closer time. So like,
He's gonna say that.
I know he's gonna say that, but you can obviously like hear like the hesitation of like, I'm just saying this just so I don't get fined and fired.
It's a lot easier if you're Chapman to accept a new role when the guy taking your spot has a lower ERA than my college GPA. Like, he can't just be like, oh yeah, no, I'm better than Clay Holmes, I should be the closer.
Right.
Like, the guy is having an unbelievable year.
There's no
Like,
controversy.
should be in the conversation for Cy Young if this keeps up by the end of the year. He hasn't allowed a run since opening day, like we already mentioned. It's a little easier to stay. If he had a 2.6 ERA and was okay, and Chapman's still in the 8th inning, that's different. But he's the best reliever in baseball.
When
right
your
now. You have
name
to let
is
him.
like neck and neck with Josh Hader, who hasn't given up a run since July of last season, that's pretty fucking good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's wild also. July of last year? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I'd like to rescind my Clay Holmes is the best reliever in baseball because I completely forgot for the second time, because I know I've said that before, that Josh Hader's a person.
Dude, he has a 0 ERA.